I can't believe I'm being lied to by this group of people whose sole responsibility is to hold truth to power.
You went from being a large Democrat donor to now a very outspoken proponent on the other side of the aisle.
Yeah. This is not about politics for me. It's about the truth. There was a moment where I was basically like everybody else and pretty brainwashed. My media diet was very much the same as everybody else's. I read the New York Times and the Wall Street Journal. I watched a little bit of CNN, a little bit of CNBC, a little bit of MSNBC, a little bit of CBS. Economist every now and then you encounter it on a plane, and you think you know what's going on. And I had a perception of Donald Trump initially from the moment he walked down the staircase in Trump Tower to announce. And then over the course of 6 or 7 years, I realized that some of those fundamental things that I was told about him were just totally false. And there was enough content online where I was almost afraid, but it started with Charlottesville. I was almost afraid to look at it because I'm like, I think I was lied to. And then I saw it. I saw what he said, but then I saw the portrayal. I had originally believed that portrayal until I saw the truth. And then I just started to go down that rabbit hole. So for me, it was an evolution where I was like, I can't believe I'm being lied to by this group of people whose sole responsibility is to hold truth to power. The key word there is truth to power, not your perception or your desires.
And when I met him, my views were softer. Well, they still are. I try always to keep optionality, to be wrong, to weigh probabilities, to weigh up the risks. He had no idea of what risk meant. And that meant a lot to me because it showed me what it meant to be fearless in the market of ideas. And in this way, I've noticed this journey. I've noticed him change. I've noticed him integrate a lot more of the things that were important for me, like measurement, judgment, but he factored them in with experience instead of starting off from the idea of wanting to be right.